Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 57 of my Malekith campaign, the finale. I know it's going to be the finale because we're going to play until victory. So we've got Neth and a black dragon. Either flank, they're going to come around the side. We've got the army of Itza. What's left of their army anyway? Some Kroxagors moving in. We got backed up by Saurus warriors. Well, they were anyway. These skinks are going to get incinerated from Neth over there, and then the black dragon's going to come in and deal with the rest of them. Oof. That was pretty devastating. Pretty devastating. We've got our cold one knights. They're going to go charging straight into these horned ones. It's going to be a cold one battle. Cold one bonanza. Look at that. Got to say, the horned ones do look really cool. Look at them. But they're going to severely lose against these dread knights. Blackguard now moving in. We've got some Kroxagor. I've engaged the Blackguard over here. They're going to be losing that battle. This is not going well for Itza so far. Blackguard chasing down some Saurus. They're going to be able to catch up with them, pull them into combat, and they're not going to get away. Bit of Shays taking out these chameleon skinks. Blackguard fighting more. I think these are blessed. These Saurus war. I think these are blessed ones because they're white. I think there's blessed spawnings, or maybe that's just the colour of Itza. Neth has been chasing down some skinks over in the background there. She's been doing very well. Reinforcements have arrived, but they've been a bit, well, slow. They were dealing with some cold one riders in the forest over here, and I just kind of threw them in. They were just sacrificial. The enemy general fell pretty quickly. A Spellbearer just chasing down some of these Saurus spears. They're not going to be able to get away. Reinforcements from the city have finally arrived at the battle. A bit late. They'll be punished for that, I'm sure. And it's have pretty much, their army's pretty much collapsed. Very, very quickly. That was brutal. Dread Knights racked up a fair number of kills. I mean, only in the teens. It's not too bad. Arganeth Executioners racked up 39 kills. All in all, pretty good. So we have one against. Is it Itza? Itza? Yep. Indeed, have them eliminated. We're going to have them eliminated. So there they go. They're going to run away. Good attack. No, Neth is a good attacker. I mean, she's always been a good attacker though. But we can't catch. We need to deal with that. That's annoying. They've managed. Oh, actually, no, you can't. Right. Okay. Well, this is fine. We're sieging the Star Tower. The Fuming Serpent looks like it's going to fall to the Vampire Counts by the looks of it. And Teclis is running out of places to retreat to. So we can deal with it. So we also need to deal with the Sentinels of Zeti, because they're sort of holed up down here in this little corner. The Wellspring of Eternity is probably going to be their first stop. So Neth. Neth, what do I want you to have? I mean, you could have Blade Master. You do have a Black Dragon, so maybe... Yeah, let's go for a Black Dragon. Now, I should say that this episode is going to be a special episode because we are going to play until victory. That's right, I have no idea how long this episode is going to be because I'm just going to play it until we hit victory conditions. That's the plan. It's going to be a wild ride. Strap yourselves in. What's the first part of our wild ride? We're going to end the turn. Pow! Looking good already. We are at war with a lot of factions now in the old world, and strength-wise, we're pretty good in the old world, but it's just a big area. It's a big area to cover. And we've got 4 armies in Lustria, and I don't feel that's enough. And I think we've got 4 or 5 armies in the old world, which is nowhere near enough. Manfred. Non-aggression pact and you want to give us money? Should we ally? You have my blood oath that your corpse shall be left in peace. Ugh, always the sweet talker, Manfred. How can I say no to those terrifying starey eyes? So we're not at war with the Wood Elves. Yet. Now hopefully the Skaven can deal with Bretonnians in Norsca up there and continue to expand. And once we've finished off the High Elves down here and the Lizardmen, we should be able to reinforce our armies in the Old World with our armies from Lustria. Okay, looks like they're sieging the Fuming Serpent there. I don't think they'll have any problem with that one. Well, it's probably going to fall back to Itza itself. Itza does have a very heavy garrison. Yeah, there's the Sentinels. I thought they'd turn up sooner or later. We are going to have to deal with them. I might have to send Neth to maybe take them on. I can't remember who's sieging the Star Tower. Is it Kakaukin or Felicion? Scalings have been destroyed. Insurgents, Neth Barblash, survivors of the infamous Harkaldra rebellion, have been found sheltering in the northern mountains. Your lord begs for the honour of leading the expedition to root out the traitors once and for all. You agree, and before long they are herded into the central plaza in chains. What should be done with this traitorous filth? We get the righteous wrath. So we can throw them into the Bloodforge, have them thrown into Bloodforge furnaces. The priests of Vol shall fashion a worthy blade. We can send their souls to the Dark Prince, they shall suffer annihilation, and you will reap the benefits. Or sacrifice to Cain. Let the streets run red with their blood, Cain will be pleased this day. Get weapon strength. And untainted. For 8 turns, and that seems quite nice. Plus it gives bonus experience. I mean, Neth to go and find these insurgents, to be fair. Good on her. She's always been. Plus, if I'm like, you did good girl, all my other Dreadlords are going to be like, oh, that bitch. So I'm going to play them off against each other. I'm going to sacrifice to Cain. I'm going to let the streets run red with blood. That is going to take some cleaning up. So that's what we're going to do. So that's what we've done. Sacrifice to Authority has expired. So we've got the problem. Let's just check public order. I think it should be generally fine. Southern Great Jungle. Yeah, well, that's to be expected, really. That's to be expected. Okay, Felicion is over there. Kakaukin. Neth has ranked up for her good work. Good job, Neth. You've got another skill point to spend, which I'm gonna go for Blade Master. And then Neth, you're going to move north. And Kaylin has got a skill point as well. I think she's got all her spells. No, she doesn't have the Withering. We'll get the Withering then.
Mother of the
Marathi is going to move on Itza. I mean, how's that looking? That's looking okay. She's got a buff as well, hasn't she? Heavy Iron for 8 more turns. Plus we've got the Cain thingy. So actually sacrifice for Cain. 5 weapons. Our weapon strength should be ridiculous at the moment. Felician's got over 1,000 weapons. Yeah, okay, so what have they got defense-wise? They've got White Lions, they've got Seaguard, lots of Seaguard. Seaguard is a problem. They are pretty good in melee, they're pretty good at range. Basically, they're just a pain in the arse. I'm kind of okay with letting Tekalis just die. So let's move Kakalkin over to Itza, because I don't think Valision's going to need any help over there. Marathi and Kakalkin can take out Itza. That's going to be, I think, a fairly difficult battle because they've got a garrison there, they've got lots of temple guard. Neth can go and deal with the Sentinels of Zeti. All good in Lustria. Fine. Lovely. Love it. Right, now, Malekith. You are heading southward. You're going down there. We've taken Lioness. We should be able to... no, you haven't quite moved up.
Of the Witch King.
Okay, if you tuck in there, we should be able to take Castle Artois. How are the Bretonnians preparing for the coming battle, I wonder? Well, that was deeply disturbing. Okay, so, I mean, we should be able to win this battle fairly easily. Do I want to fight it? It's... you know what, it's always fun to fight a battle, especially against squishy humans. And once again, the guy from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, he gets around, doesn't he?
Slaughter calls us.
Bretonnians are throwing cows at us again. You'd think they'd throw something, you know, useless at us rather than something... I mean, cows probably cost quite a lot. I think they'd throw peasants. Something worthless no one wants. Some nice burning bolts over there from Helsfur. Rakal is leading the charge, but Moransti is coming up as reinforcements because Rakal has an issue with erecting siege towers. It takes too long. Moransti is probably nodding at that. Looks like gate's almost down already. We're getting a burning head. That's going to miss. It's going to bounce off the wall almost immediately. It is going to head through these mountain yeomen, but it's not going to do an awful lot of damage. The gate's down. In comes the War Hydra and Shakara. Shakara actually comes first. I don't know whether she knocked down the gate. Siege towers almost at the walls, but the defenders on the walls already looking a little bit tatty. Here comes... Is that Moransti? I think this is Moransti. Sword and shield. Yes, says Moransti. She's going to do another breath of fire. That is going to be devastating. Look at that. Brutal. She got 130 with that one attack. She then comes down to help the War Hydra. More knights and mounted yeomen moving in to try and stop the Dark Elves from entering the city. That's not going to work very well. Rakal has finally decided to join the fight. Bretonnian forces already look like they're at breaking point. There's the guy from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He's doing his best. Oh dear. Well, you know, he tried. Dual firebolts from our sorceresses cause absolute devastation in this men-at-arms unit. And no surprising, they break and run. Much to the Dark Elves' glee, because who doesn't love a moving target? It's no fun if they're not, you know, screaming. There are still some forces in the city centre, some trebuchets that have been firing on us. They haven't managed to do much damage. But they do need to be dealt with. So Rakal and Moransti moving in now to finish them off. There is a unit of Pegasus Knights. Quick breath of fire. It does absolutely... I mean, look at all that damage. And they're not going to last very long against Rakal and Moransti. Off they go, and the Trebuchet crews, seeing what just happened in the air, decides that, you know what, there's better employment to be had elsewhere. Plus they almost got landed on by a Pegasus. Sorceresses continuing to try and do a little bit of damage. Flaming Vortex there just does absolutely nothing apart from go into the city. Burns down some buildings. Burning Head. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, that's another city fallen, although Raquel did need the help of Moransti. How's that going to go down? Oh, I don't know.
Take everything.
Let's just occupy it. Got a Rubric of Dark Dimensions, which is, I think, the Pit of Shades. Basically, it's a bound Pit of Shades, which is friggin' amazing. So we're definitely going to do something with that. In fact,
Tyrant of
Hellsphere. What? You don't actually have anything, which is interesting. Where's the rubric? Is it enchanted item? Yeah, Rubric of Dark Dimensions. We're going to give you a Pit of Shades. I mean, we could. Let's give you that. I mean, it's not like we're really hurting for Scroll of Leeching, Trick the Shard, anything that gives you more. Power Stone. Yeah, sure. Hero Action Success Chart. I mean, I don't really. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I wish the agents had, followers had slightly more effect. That'd be nice. Oh, Volley of Dark Arrows. Yes, we're going to get that. Level 27. Raquel. There we go. So, we don't have any torture posts here, which is just gross negligence. Get a Woodsman Hut. And also maybe Black Roads. That seems sensible. Caladriel. You've got all your spells, so you can spread public order, I guess. And I could give you magic resistance, but probably not actually going to be that useful for you. And Satilla. Satilla, what level? You're level 32. You've got all the. I mean, you've got. I don't really suffer with leadership problems though, so I'm not really massively invested in that. I guess fleet-footed, make you a little bit faster. It seems to be the only useful skill you can pick up, so we'll do that. That seems fine. Reichland is doing okay. We've taken Nullen. So Nullen is ours.
Right, speak your words and I'll decide if yours lives or...
I kind of want to help Skarsnik here, but I don't think I can. We'd need to be in a military alliance for that to happen. So I'm just going to watch what happens in the meantime. We definitely want some walls up there. Upgrade that as well. Money wise, we are this. I mean, yeah, this is no problem. No problem at all. And in fact, what we could do.
The Horned One seeks a treaty pact. Let us discuss chatter terms.
Indeed. Well, why don't you have 16,000 gold?
Good, yes.
There. That should help. In fact, where's Manfred?
Don't stand there like some startled sheep. Deliver thy message, lamb, so I may consider a response.
How about 30k?
Good.
That is going to help. Yep. Basically anything to beat back the dwarves a bit.
At last!
At last you've offered me a huge amount of cash. Thank you. Yep, that we have, Vlad. That we have. Marienburg, you need some of that. I'm not particularly worried about the forces to the north. I don't think they're much of a threat anymore. Where did we had someone... Yeah, here we are. No, that's had... Ah, there we go. Deccan Kerr. The Conqueror. Now, he's our sort of anti-Wood Elf force. So...
My journey begins.
We're just going to march straight through Bretonnian territory. I've got no concerns about that. He's going to link up with Malekith. It'd be nice to have Marathi over to help Malekith, but she's just so far away at the moment that I don't think it's going to be... That's not going to be a thing that happens, so end turn. Where's he going? Hopefully with all the money we've given the vampires and the Skaven, they should be able to build up fairly formidable armies. And Teclis is just taking more attrition all the time. With no more recruitment locations, he's a bit stuffed. Well, no more recruitment locations that aren't currently under siege. And he's just been assaulted by a man in a cart. So things... I mean, Teclis, he's not... He's having a bad day. Yeah, those Sentinels of Zeti are going to be a problem, but I think Neth should be able to deal with them. In fact, I know Neth will be able to deal with them, no problem. It's a lot of... Are those Skaven rebels? I think they're Skaven rebels. I think the Skaven corruption in the region must be so bad that the Bretonnians just can't control their settlements. The Vermintide, yes. Okay, so Rinmald has been assassinated by Hela. Poor old Rinmald. Never mind, he'll be back. They've stolen our technology multiple times, but not massively concerned. We're going to take the Monument of Itzel. We're going to auto-resolve that. It should be fairly easy. Yeah, no problem. There we go. And we're just going to occupy it. Indeed he does. And Neth is an executioner. Elf servant, blah blah blah. Right, monument. So what are we, which one is that? That's that one. No special buildings? No. Okay, well we'll take that. We'll get rid of that. Upgrade that.
Mother of the...
It looks like this army moved out of the city because they know we can reach them. It knows we can reach the city and we would siege it. So what I'm going to do... Whose army is better? I think Kalkin's should probably lead the charge because he's got a lot of Hargoneth executioners in there that'd be really good up on a wall. So we're going to send Kalkin in.
Kill them.
Let's get some siege towers.
The Sunderer.
Now they're probably going to get away, which is slightly problematic. But their army is pretty beat up, which means I don't think they might head for one of our they might head for like Axolotl, which has no defences currently. That wouldn't be ideal. Kakalkin will finally get his sorceress. She's been heading that way for a while now. They're still sieging Fuming Serpent. We're still sieging Star Tower. Teclis' army is looking absolutely ragged. It's just a matter of time now. I think it was a matter of time to start off with. But... are we going to get... Yeah, we're going to take attrition if we go through the forest. So, with that in mind, let's head Malekith down here. We're going to have to raid our way to the Oak of Ages. And Raquel and Moransti are going to just capture their way south. They're going to play with the Bretonnians. Can we actually just take that now?
No mercy.
Yes, I don't think that's going to be an issue. No problem. Let's just occupy, because public order will be a pain otherwise. Cloak of Twilight, woven from the hair of innocence and dyed with the blood of sorceresses. It is all but invisible to the mortal eye, and it sounds just horrendously unhygienic. And we got a Sea Serpent Standard. Ooh. A Sea Serpent Standard, you say? Well, that sound... Alright, okay, yeah, okay, okay. What does Malekith have? Armour of Eternal... I mean, the regeneration on that is just amazing, so we're going to keep that. You've got a Banner of Rage, you've got an Overseer. Do we want that? Envoy. I don't really want diplomatic relations with all... Well, it might come in useful. Let's get rid of the Overseer. And we will go... I mean, Frenzy... Is that just that, though? Frenzy, 12 weapons... 12% weapon damage, charge bonus, melee attack. Weapon damage, charge bonus, melee... Yeah, so it's basically... Yeah, so that just gives Frenzy. So the Banner of Rage and the Sea Serpent Standard basically exactly the same. Do I want to... Do I want that? Do I want that? Is that a... Maybe I go for the Rampages. No, well... I'm going to go for the Sea Serpent Standard. I'll do that. That seems fine. And then... Let's give you Banner of Barrows, the War Banner, Lichbone Pennet, Rampaging Standard, and Banner of Rage. Do I want a High Elf Slave? Probably not going to be fighting High Elves, so no. Let's go for the Razor Standard. There we go. That's right, I've given you a whole bunch of nice new stuff. Enjoy.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
Hell's Fur. I mean, Ward of Cain for the missile resistance is always useful because I do tend to fly them into masses of arrow fire, generally. Which doesn't always work out how I want it to. I'm going to get Wild-Eyed for Shakara. Okay, chill.
Dark Lord.
Hulalian, you are going to be a Blade Master, I think. Probably should have gone for Night Lord. Never mind. Morgan. Black-Hearted Rogue. I want to give you missile resistance. I'm going to go for missile resistance. Now, I could potentially come down here and kill some more dwarves. Do I fancy doing that? I mean, it's always fun to kill dwarves, isn't it? Kind of is. Public Order's fine. Could upgrade that, though. And that. I know it's a bit of a detour, but... I mean, it's dwarves. They don't have any artillery. It's just going to be a fun little murder for Hulalian. It's nice to, like, you know, stretch your legs. Hulalian has standing orders to garrison Nullen. But that didn't say that she had to constantly garrison Nullen, technically. And also it didn't say anything about not killing dwarves. It's about finding loopholes. So Hulalian's decided to come and stretch her legs, come and deal with some dwarves. Because who doesn't love killing dwarves? Quick burning head, just try and deal with some of these quarrelers. Because one thing Morgan doesn't like is being filled with crossbow bolts. Hulalian tries to deal with these rangers, but misses mostly, just clips a few of them. So she's going to come down and deal with this personally. Which, you know, works quite well. Dread Knights moving down on our right flank. We've got our Hydras moving in as well. They're going to breathe fire all over these doors. Look how much damage that done. Basically just melted that unit. And we're going to do the same over here. And then the crossbows, they're going to finish them off. While the Dread Knights deal with some of these stunted folk. The doors have been debuffed to Helm of Discord, minus defense and attack. That's not really going to help them. These miners currently have 0 attack and defense. That Helm of Discord, a very powerful ability. Dwarf reinforcements pouring onto the field to try and back up their brethren. However, the first wave is currently target practice. And yep, okay, so there's a lot of dead dwarves there. Hulanian's going to get a good breath attack off there. That does some serious damage. She's racked up 78 kills. The Dread Knights are currently being shot at by the Quarrelers. Less than ideal. We need to really deal with these ranged units. Yeah, that'll do it. Most of the dwarves charging our front line, and finally our infantry are going to get to actually do something. They've been sitting there they've been dying to get into this. And very quickly the dwarves decide to break and retreat. The Dark Elves are going to have to fight amongst themselves to actually get some kills in here. I mean, imagine the ones at the back are... Oh, it's like a mosh pit in there. Just desperate to get to the front. The Dread Knights currently have a unit of hammerers surrounded. Easy pickings. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess more Hydra can join in as well. Well, that was satisfying. Glorious victory there for Hulanian, killing a whole bunch of dwarves for no particular reason other than she felt like it.
Tear this place apart.
Indeed. Gonna sack it. Got the Trickster's Helm for that. We're getting a lot of good magical items at the moment. Hulanian's a butcher.
Master of cruelty.
She's gonna head back towards Nullen now that Wissenberg has been well and truly sacked to balls. Spine of Sotek now has a commandment, so we're going to go for Reaver Dark Portents because that's going to help Neth move to the Wellspring of Eternity next turn. The Spellbra. You can have Tenacity. And we've got another Forest of Ardennes is under our control as well. We've got walls there. I'm going to get rid of that. The stables. I don't really need it. More torture posts there. I don't think we can move the Black Arc down if Raquel. Well, you know what? What happens if we go here? Can we get? Yes, we can. Castle Bastogne is within range, so that's good. We'll do that. I'm going to get the Sacrificial Pit. That means that Raquel and Morality can head down to Castle Bastogne and get the benefits of the Black Arc as well. And let's send our Selveth up against Castle Bastogne. Success at damaging the walls. Good work. You are an agent, so... Hinder replenishment? I guess that seems fine. Do that. Do we... Deccan Cur. What do you have? I actually wanted details. There we go. Okay. So we could give you the Trickster's Helm. You've got Glimmering Scales. Let's give you that. Heartseeker. Let's go for the Giant Blade instead. And you know what? Have a Death Mask. That seems fun. And what about a Cloak of Twilight? That seems... You're all blue now. That seems good, doesn't it? Yeah. There you go. I'm sure Morakal and Moransty have been with Malekith, I think, from the start. And their army is garbage, and all the newbies are getting all the cool stuff. They must be absolutely fucking furious. Let's get Dark Portents there, because I'm not really particularly worried about money, public order or anything like that, but being able to move fast will be of huge benefit.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
Malekith is a Taskmaster. Campaign movement range +3. That'll help us get to the Oak of Ages that little bit faster. Skarsnik picking on some of the weaker pickings. Ooh. Manfred is expanding. That's good for us, because it means that it will keep the dwarves busy. And that's going to keep them off our back. Oh, but it looks like Skarsnik just got his head kicked in. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd help you, Skarsnik, old buddy, but kind of need to keep the Wood Elves sweet just for a little while. Teclis really doesn't know what to do with himself, does he? He's sort of wandering around, not quite sure how to... I mean, his army, his little ragbag band of high elves there, probably starving, equipment ruined, and all of their safe havens currently under siege. Looks like the Fuming Serpent has gone. There's just one last settlement for the high elves left. Yeah, I thought Itza might head away from Itza itself, so the army's moved away. Probably because they know they can't defeat my armies, so they're probably looking for somewhere else. But if we can take Itza, they will start taking attrition. That will mean they'll probably head for our nearest undefended settlement and try and take it. But even if they do manage to do that, it'll probably be an unwalled one, which will make killing them very, very easy. Okay, we've got damaged walls. That's a bit, a futile attempt really. Ceremonial weapons. So more melee attack and weapon strength for Harganeth Executioners and Witch Elves. So what tech can we get? I mean, I've kind of got all the stuff I really wanted. I guess we could go for Under the Yoke. The dark, feral, cold ones must be broken to the will of their new masters. That's going to give us more leadership. But then it will give us more attack and melee defense for War Hydras, weapon strength and armor for Black Dragons, and unit experience for Cold One Knights. So let's do that. Now hopefully the vampires will come down and help me with Star Tower. I'd like to actually finish off with maybe the vampires coming to help me. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be quite nice. So I'm hoping that will happen. We need to get... good, our walls are up. Perfect. Let's get Neth over to back up the Wellsprings of Eternity. They might try and take the city. If they attack it, I'm fairly happy we should be able to defend it. So that's no problem. This is a little bit of a problem. However, we need one more turn for that. Can we catch that army? Probably not. They probably moved out of range. Yes, they have. But maybe we can trick them. Because if they think there's only one army there, with the garrison from Itza, they might think they can take us. So, if we hide in the forest, like over here, and set up an ambush, if that works, they might move this army back down. Marathi can ambush it, and then that's that out of commission. We could... do I want to take out... No. Oh, shoot. Well, okay, kill. Failure. Okay, well, sure. Only problem is she might be spotted. But 2 more turns and we'll have walls everywhere, and then they won't really be able to do much about that. Apart from Axotl So that's fine. That's looking okay. Right, Lord not moved. Moransti, yes, you guys up here. Now, we did. Let's take that. No, okay, well, no damage to the walls, but let's move Moransti up. Let's get some siege towers. It's going to take 3 turns. But if we move Rakal in, I mean, it's... Yeah, okay, we'll wait a couple of turns for some siege towers. I don't... Well, I mean, should we... Well, maybe... What are the walls like? No breaches. If we siege it, they can't repair the wall. If we break off, try again with the Witch Elf next turn. If we get some breaches, then we can just try and take the city with the breaches. I think that's what I'll do. Okay. Malekith, you're going to go there. And Deccan Car. You're going to... You know what? You are not... Have an elf servant because your loyalty is only 5. That's not very loyal. Absolutely revolting. 5 loyalty? What the hell? Never mind. Never mind. It's loyalty here. Is anyone... No, your... Felicion is very, very loyal. Kakalkin is very loyal. Marathi is very loyal. And so is Neth. Ah, so everyone's very loyal apart from Deccan Car, who apparently, being the newbie, has decided that maybe he could do things better. What a little shit. Unbelievable. Never mind. I'll just brush over that for the moment. Let's get some black roads there. That seems like a good idea. We'll go sit in Nullen. Just keep an eye on everything going on around. We've got a lot of cash, and it looks like Manfred likes us. I mean, I'm not really mortal, if that helps. What about military access? You want me to break my... Well, no, if I do that... Okay, what about a military access? And... 4,000.
No, mortal. No.
Really? Are you? Because I don't really need military access. Right, okay, well, fine. You can just have some money then. Have 30k.
So be it.
There we go. So, that... What's his relations with me? Right, it's going up to 71. That's fine. Manfred also, because obviously giving the money to the AI means they have the money and means they can do more things with it. So they can recruit better armies, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we'll see the Skaven start recruiting more armies. I'm not sure how they'll do against the Wood Elves, probably not very well. But that's okay, because the Wood Elves are going to have something to worry about very, very soon. Me, obviously. I think Skarsnik still has Grimhold. It looks like the Bretonnians are on their last legs. I don't think they've got much in the way of economy left. They might have some armies sort of like in the north of the Empire there, but I know they've got a couple of armies in Norska. But they look like they're taking quite a lot of attrition. And obviously Skaven are biting at their heels. Oh. Okay, are you coming to help at all, guys? Are they attacked? They've attacked. So with that Marathi there, they think they can take me. I disagree. We've been attacked by Itza's garrison. And although the power bar definitely looked in our favour, the enemy army is significant. Is pretty damn elite, to be honest. And I've not picked a good place to set up. Because the line of fire here is not particularly good for us. I mean, setting up on a hill you think is going to be good, but actually there's a little dip down here. We won't be able to see these units approach until they reach about here, I think, after they get past. So it's a bit tricky. Kakalkin is trying to take out the Ancient Stegidon. I mean, if we take a look at his missile damage is 1,291, almost 1,300. So he's going to be doing significant damage to that Ancient Stegidon the more time he gets to fire on it. However, these Pterodons are going to come and fight him. I'm not entirely sure why. They don't really stand a chance. But I guess it's a delaying action. So getting the Kernos ability, that's going to do some significant damage to that Stegidon. We need to deal with the Stegidons, because otherwise they're going to wreck us. Talking of wrecking us, the Ancient Carnosaur has decided to do just that, moving very quickly. It's managed to get in amongst our line. It's wrecking our Dark Shards. Larian is trying to deal with it. She can. I mean, we all know Cauldrons of Blood, super effective against Great Eagles. And dinosaurs are, I mean, aren't they like birds? They're supposed to be like, yeah, they're like bird family, I think. Is that right? Have I just made something up? I don't know. But anyway, Larian's going to do her best to ram a T-Rex to death with a giant Cauldron of Blood. You didn't see that in Jurassic Park, did you? Ancient Stegidon charging straight towards our line. Will we hold? No. No, didn't really. Getting a Flock of Doom cast on us as well. That's going to do a fair bit of damage. Most of our units looking a little bit worse for wear. Kroxagors charging in with those massively heavy weapons. Backed up by lots of Temple Guard. Uh-oh. How about Kakalkin's moving in? He's going to do a breath of fire all over this. Ah, look at that. That did less damage than I thought it would. And he's been mobbed by another unit of Pterodons. Larian, having chased off the T-Rex, well, the T-Rex is now coming back. In it comes. But a Wrath of Kernos puts it down. Look at that guy. Look at Kakalkin just like, just pow. Just gangster. Good stuff. Temple Guard mobbing our Bleak Swords on the flank there. Pterodons coming, just crashing to the ground as the aerial battle continues above. It looks like Kakalkin definitely has the upper hand there. Our line is holding for the moment, and Kakalkin has been freed up. He's going to start trying to plink away at the Ancient Stegidon, try and deal with that as quickly as possible. This unit of Temple Guard down here continuing to be a bit of a pain, but they are dying. Another breath is going to be far more devastating and just manages to just wipe a swathe out of that Temple Guard. The Temple Guard then break and run. It looks like they're shattered. The Ancient Stegidon is he's running off the field, but we're opening fire trying to kill him before he gets away. No particular reason, just for fun. I'll do it. Oh, look at Kakalkin took out one with his Wrath of Kernos and then fired his crossbow at another one and killed. I mean, Kakalkin, I mean, what a guy, eh? What a guy. Last few Lisman units now fleeing down the hill, but some have gone out of control and are coming back to the battle. So we're going to reform our lines and await them. Hopefully our crossbows will deal with them before they ever actually reach our infantry. If they fire at the right thing. Croxagores, guys. Kill the Croxagores. Well, I guess our infantry are going to have to deal with them. Larian charging them in the rear. They're going to break and run again very quickly. Last few units approach our line, but they're chased off by massed crossbow fire. Well, I mean, that was a bit trickier than I thought it was going to be, but, you know, the result was pretty much the same, and if we enslave, pretty much healed ourselves up, and a lot of the garrison is dead.
Acknowledged at last.
Yeah, unfortunately, Marathi was spotted, so that army didn't move south. It's like they're going to go, and well, I don't really know what their plan is, to be honest. I mean, Itza is going to fall next turn. Kakalkin can easily take the city now. It's not even going to be a contest. We'll just auto-resolve it. And then that army is going to start taking attrition because they'll have no settlements left. So they've tried to block Kakalkin, which is not really much of an issue. No, Krusith is back. Where's he? He's over here, actually. That could prove useful. Can we... we'll be slightly out of range. So what we're going to do is we're going to move. We're going to march down next to the city. We won't attack. We'll just march down there. Hopefully he should now pull back because he knows he can't take on both the garrison and Neth at the same time. Because we don't particularly want to attack while marching because that will make us tired during the battle. That garrison is now beat up. I think we can just auto-resolve that one. Yeah, easily done. And we are just going to occupy. I think we don't need the cash.
The people grow restless.
Well, the people can stuff it up their arse, to be honest. We've got the black amulet. The amulet is lustrous, polished stone with a midnight hue engraved with a single spiteful rune. And Kakalkin's a sapper, which is almost entirely a useless ability. So, do we have anything we can build here? The Emerald Pools. Medicinal plants. Growth, all provinces and casualty replenishment rate own armies. Wow, that's quite nice. We're certainly going to have that one. So let's... It's better. Yes, I know. Let's just... Do we have... Okay, we've got a gold smelter as well. Halls of Ravaging. We don't need that. Get rid of that. And Messenger's Lodge House. Yeah, get rid of that. That's fine. Marathi, you're going to go and chase down this army. This army's now taking attrition. No region to call home. This force is suffering from attrition. They're losing about 10 units per turn. Roughly. So they're going to have to do something about that fairly soonish. Looks like the vampires don't want to come down and help. Which is, frankly, what's the point in having allies? We do have siege towers. I don't think... Well, I mean, we should be fine. After loss, you can have a Cauldron of Blood. Yes, you can. And you got Witch Brew. Bride of Cain, I think, for the physical resistance is always good. Yeah, they don't want to come and... I mean, you know, considering all the work we've done in saving them from the Lawmasters, they could at least come and throw an army in our direction.
More sleep shines. You seek out the Von Casterings. A bold action.
Yeah, indeed it is. Yep, so they are pointed towards us. Just attack it. Come on, guys. Come and help. Come and give me a hand. Be fine. Kakalkin, you Got Dark in the Skies. Have piercing shots. You did quite well against the monstrous units. And Larian. You can have further. Now let's just check the victory conditions. So tick tick, Black Ark, yes we can do that. Need to destroy Lothern, yes, and we've actually got all 8 settlements, which means if we take out Lothern, we'll win. But I wanted to take the Oak of Ages, so we're going to have to go and do that. So that's it. We're moving into Wood Elf territory. That is going to piss them off something chronic.
My journey begins.
And it's going to take a long while to get through. It's going to take another few turns to actually get through the forest and actually reach the Oak of Ages. And the attrition we take if we were trying that normally is pretty bad. The underway is probably the best way to actually get through the forest. Unfortunately, we don't have that.
Create chaos!
Okay, yeah. So we were going to... Who's sieging? You are sieging, aren't you? Okay, so you want to... Oh, we've actually got... We've got one siege tower. We can wait one more turn for the next. Take Castle Bastogne. And you know what I'm going to do here is... Let's perform the rite for the Black Ark. Boop. Got the rite performed. We can now recruit one if we want. But we need 3 Black Arks. So what we could do... I really should have brought you down here, shouldn't I? It's going to take too long to get you down. Well, it's only going to take 3 turns. Public order is garbage here. They are not happy. That's not a massive surprise. Can we actually see why they're unhappy? Corruption, taxes, military presence, characters. Yeah. Tekalis not doing well for himself. Let's get Fetcher finally in the army to back him up. Finally. Got that going on, So, I definitely want to take the Oak of Ages. So, Malekith's moving in that direction now. Take the Oak of Ages. We could... You know, alright, let's break the siege. Yeah, I know. But then, let's try and damage the walls. Failure. Son of a... Alright, well, siege... Do we have any other... Oh, yes, we do. Okay, break the siege. Right. Take those walls down. Failure. Don't screw this up. Oh, okay, good. That was 1 success. So, there's 5 breaches in the walls. I think that's good enough. So, we're going to take the city now. This time Moranste's leading the charge. Must be terrifying. Imagine you live in the south of Bretonnia, you've just been hearing these stories about these two dark elves on black dragons who constantly just, while they're tearing the flower of Bretonnia apart, they're just constantly squabbling amongst themselves. Well, gate's open. Not that really matters because there's a lot of holes in the walls, so that's fine. Moranste is just hanging about, waiting for Raquel. Raquel's forces approaching on from the right flank over there. Burning Head is going to do... Oh my god, look at how much damage that's doing. I mean, I'm a little bit turned on, I won't lie. Our forces are heading straight for the breaches. They're going to come charging in. The defenders, who have just been incinerated, are going to do their best. Some mounted yeomen coming in there trying to deal, and Moranste's landed and is just tearing fools apart. Unsurprising, the Bretonnian men-at-arms, the peasantry, have decided to be elsewhere. You can't really blame them for that. At the same time, Raquel is dealing with some foot squires on the wall, while his forces make for the gates. Moransty's really facing the main threat. Not that the Bretonnians are much of a threat, to be honest. Got some Pegasus Knights, they're going to come charging in. They're going to try and deal with Moransty. I probably wouldn't. That's probably a bad idea. I mean, if anything, the Dark Elves below just have to be a little bit careful of falling Pegasus. He just stabbed you. What are you going to do? Oh, it's alright. You're safe. He's fine. Are you slacking? You look like you're slacking. Get in there. Jesus. Just can't take your eyes off him, can you? So we've got some of these Knights of the Realm. No, Knights Errant. The young Bretonnian Knights doing their best. Just got blown up by a Dark Conduit, so they're never going to become Knights of the Realm at that rate. Talking of Knights of the Realm, here comes some Knights of the Realm, although they decided to change direction. Looks like they're heading for these hand bows. They managed to get up onto the wall. But the Knights of the Realm are a little bit indecisive, not quite sure who to charge. So instead they're just getting filled with crossbow bolts, which is probably not the best tactic. And now they've broken, so yep. That's the problem. That's the problem with inbreeding, isn't it, guys? Yeah, that is the problem with inbreeding. Rakal's force have finally managed to get through a breach. They're dealing with some battle pilgrims over here. That shouldn't be too difficult for them. Unfortunately, our crossbows were a little bit overzealous. Some units, some mounted yeomen, were trying to retreat through the crossbows, and they decided that actually, you know what, maybe there's a bit of rivalry between the two, who knows, but a lot of the crossbow crew just died to our own crossbows. Oops, never mind. However, we've taken control of the city centre. The last few units are dying. I think it's just the battle pilgrims, to be honest. I think they're unbreakable, that's why. But it doesn't look like they're going to last very long. And that's going to be one more city under our control. Not that we need it. They make quite a good team, even if they do hate each other's guts. A bit more cash come in, that's quite nice. Another rank gain for Moransty. I suspect Rakal's probably got another one as well. We're just going to occupy.
Yes! More power! More!
More power. Okay. So, Moransty, you've got a skill point. We're going to pop that in Blade Shield.
Tyrant of Nagaron.
And Rakal. Rakal, what do I want you to have? What have you got? You've got quite a few Black Ark Corsairs, haven't you? So maybe we should go for Raid Leader? No, who is... Oh, Black Ark Corsairs is just Line Break. Okay. Okay, well that's okay. Oh, we could go for Ravager rewards. Sure. Let's do that. And you guys are going to need to you're going to have to heal up a little bit. But you should be fine. We're making a move into the Wood Elf territory.
The wild hunt would trample you into the earth.
Whoa! All right, I thought we were. What? Ooh, where's all this aggression come from suddenly? Oh, you don't like the fact I've been given money to... Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. And I guess... the whole raiding my way through the forest thing is probably going to be... Is going to... You know, might tick you off a little bit, maybe? Just... Potentially. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I suspect that might well be the case. So let's get... Hunting? Yeah, hunting camp is probably okay. Timber mill? Yeah, why not? You guys... You know what, I'm going to move... Raquel does... No, I'm going to hold off. I was going to move him towards the next settlement, but he does need to heal up a little bit. We've got a commandment. Let's go for Read Dark Portents. And then end turn. I'm not sure where Muriel is going. I know at some point I probably told her to go somewhere for some reason, but now, no idea. Must be so annoying. Malekith, Lord of the Dark Elves, tells you, go over there. So you rush over there, you arrive panting, out of breath. What? Why am I here? And Malekith's like, I can't remember, to be honest. There was a good reason about 6 months ago, but it just took a long time to get here, so I'm going to execute you for incompetence. Did Skarsnik just try and steal my glory? You little green shit.
I most certainly will.
Hello, Manfred. You want a defensive alliance? Yes. Absolutely. Skarsnik tried to destroy the World Tree. The Oak of Ages. What a... I thought me and Skarsnik had an understanding, but apparently not. Well, that is deeply troubling. Yeah, the Beastmen are actually do quite well for themselves. I don't know whether they've been buffed up in vanilla or whether it's an SFO thing. I know I keep saying that, but I don't know whether it is vanilla or SFO. But the Beastmen do seem to be better. I think SFO gives them a bonus to their fightiness, so that does help. Oh, where are you going? Are you going to attack Hualotl? Is that the plan? It's not a good plan, is it? It's not a good plan. You are... Yeah, I thought you might run away. Having some real issues with... I guess the Skaven corruption around here is now so bad that it's just causing rebellions. Okay, so store all technology for all the good that's going to do them. And we've had an assassination failure. We've got some organ merchants, an overseer, another elf servant, another elf servant. Lovely. Good. Right, Marathi, you're going to chase down that army.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
And then... I think... what we might do here... No, Crucible, can you assassinate this guy? We've got a 66% chance. Nice work. That's what we needed. No, you don't want to march.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
You just want to move normally. Kaelin, have the withering. Okay. Neth. You're going to come down here. You've got an ambush success chance of 95%.
Watch and wait.
Indeed. Hopefully that army will decide that actually it can attack the Wellspring of Eternity and move back. And then get its head kicked in. And it does look like we are military allies with these guys, aren't we? Yes, so technically, if we attacked, I think... No, they're not quite close enough. I was hoping we'd get one Beastman to come and help us. Just one by himself. I'm helping. Yes, you are. Good job. Okay. Malekith, you're continuing to raid. And we're going to do the same here. Let's just move you into the forest. There we go. Tressa, you're level 25. Let's get further for you. So I think we're just one turn away. Moransti, you can't quite reach... We could go for Blackstone Port, but I don't really need to. You could hit Aquitaine.
Fear my malice.
Okay, well, Shakara, you're going to join Raquel. Yeah. And Satilla, you're in with Moransti. I can't remember if that was the way you were around last time, but whatever. Right, Moransti, you're going for there. Raquel, you're going for there.
For the Witch King. Slaughter
6 and...
calls us.
Raquel, what is it with your army? There's something not quite right here. So, wait. Turn it until settlement surrenders. 40? Are you shitting me? 40 why 40 turns? But it's 3 turns until they start taking attrition. Is that some tech they've got? Something weird's going on. I don't know what it is.
Draw your blades. We fight.
Okay, well... Sure. You come and damage the walls over here, and then we'll head back down to Aquitaine. But how? You screwed up, didn't you? Didn't you, love? You fucked up. Okay. So we're heading in the right direction there. For the short campaign victory, we've basically done everything apart from destroy Lothern, which is, on the cards. We also need 3 black arcs. So I was kind of hoping that the vampires would come and assist. But it appears that no one wants to come and join in. So I guess we're just going to have to destroy the High Elves ourselves.
Carnage and bloodshed await.
Exactly. Welcome to the last holdout of the High Elves. Felicion is going to finish him off once and for all. They've got a lot of Sea Guard though. We're going to have to deal with those because they are. Look at how much damage our Hydras are taking. That's not ideal. Breath of Fire going to melt a couple of units. Doombolt does a little bit more damage. Pit of Shades also doing a fair chunk of damage, and basically the left side of the gate has been dealt with pretty quickly. And the gate's now down easily. In come the War Hydras. There's one noble trying to protect the city. He's not doing a great job so far. It's alright, pick yourself up, give it another go. It's only 2 Hydras to deal with. Well, you got to give. 10 out of 10 for for bravery. In come the Black Guard. I'm going to deal with these Gate Guards. That should be no problem. Some more Sea Guard on the Gatehouse. There's a lot of White Lions on the left-hand side of the gate. And Felician's going to just try and deal with these units on the Gatehouse so they can't open fire on our Black Guard. But in comes a Moondragon. It's like it's going to chase Rosara away. Off she goes. She doesn't want to deal with that. It's now hanging above our main line. And looks like it's going to go for Felicion. Two dragons dueling on top of the Gatehouse. Oh no! Oh, Felicion just got body slammed. That thing needs to die. Kill it. Oh, the Great Eagle decides to come and join in. However, that Moondragon looks like after body slamming Felicion, it's trying to get away. It's coming to try and attack the Hydras. But Felicion's not going to let it get away. Quick Doombolt on its face. That'll deal with it. Our Dread Knights are in. Chasing down this dragon. Up on the gate, we're quickly cleaning out the remaining High Elves. Blackguard have left huge... yeah, that's... yeah, good job, guys. Nice work. High Elves fleeing to the city centre. I don't know where they're fleeing to. There's nowhere left to run. Even Rosara decided to come down and deal with the Bolt Thrower crew. And that Moondragon's trying to get away. No, sorry, it's the Sun Dragon, sorry. Red Knights charging the front of the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Such is their bloodlust. And that dragon thinks it's going to get away. It's not. Looks like the High Elves are dead. The last of their cities is gone. It's just Teclis now.
Tear this place apart.
Or just occupy, I think.
Dark and violent.
Elf servant, slaver, blah blah blah. Good job, Felicion. So we've got a Dark Elf port here. It's going to be nice. We've got a large occupied elven colony. Food consumption -1, Skaven only. It's a bit weird, but okay. Anything special we can build here? Probably not. No, just the port. That's okay. Let's get an obsidian quarry. Probably... I suspect anything to reduce the vampiric corruption that we're no doubt going to have. Chaos corrupt... Oh, Chaos corrupt... Yeah, because we got beastmen here. That makes sense. Okay, let's build a torture post there. It feels kind of... any settlement feels a bit naked without a torture post, doesn't it? So, always need to get a torture post. Teclis is the last one standing. I suppose we should move to wipe him out, finally. Oh, we're going to get a rebellion Itza. Huh. It's because we don't have any torture posts. That's the problem. More torture posts. Yeah. Okay, garrison-wise, that's not great. And we're going to have to deal with that. Ambushing over there. Okay, I think we're good.
Lord of the Black Court.
Of the Dark Convent.
You know what I'd like? If a military ally attacked another faction within range of your Black Arc, you should be able to watch the battle and use the Black Arc abilities. That'd be brilliant. I'd love that. Just watching two AIs go at it and being able to drop stuff on top of the both of them. I suppose you could screw over your ally though, which makes it even better. So with Lothern almost dead, we just need one more Black Arc. That's all we need, just one Black Arc. But I also want to... destroying the Oak of Ages should really be, I feel like, the battle to end the campaign on. I always find it difficult to know how to end a campaign because it just kind of comes up with the end and I'm kind of like, that's fine, good. It seems like there should be something more, so maybe that battle can be sort of the outro. Let's say if we're going for the long campaign victory conditions, it would probably be a lot of battles against dwarves. Did you spot him? Yeah, Neth was foiled. Because the success chance of ambushing isn't your success chance of being spotted or hiding. There is like other roles going on in the background. Okay, I had a little bit of a crash there. So I'll explain what happened in a sec. We're going to go not now with that. Still technology, that's fine. Neth has been spotted. Rinmaud is ready for duty. We've got an imminent rebellion. And what happened was I tried moving Malekith and I couldn't. And I think it was because I was in range of the King's Glade when I came out of raiding stance. I don't know what the difference is, but we're going to stick in raiding stance for the moment. And just move. There we go. That's better. That didn't happen in the last save. Basically, I got stuck in the king, and I had to attack the King's Glade, which was fine. But I had a bit of a crash after that, so we've sort of changed what happened there. But never mind. Let's move over here. I think that's out of... Yes, we're fine. Continue to raid. Orion is not best pleased with us, but tough.
Bride of madness. Watch closely. Cain descends.
So we failed with that. Their wall is still 100%. Well, we'll hold on to that. I only need to recruit a Black Ark to complete the game. And I could literally win it by clicking that button. We're not going to do that, though, because I need to destroy the Oak of Ages. That's the thing that needs to happen.
I am Morathi.
You are Morathi.
Bewitching fury.
That's not going to be any
Morathi
kind of
commands
contest.
you. Fight. The dark
Right, Itza is dead. Morathi's a campaign. Wait, you ran. Oh, you got away. Come back here.
Show no mercy.
Right, now Itza's dead.
All of them.
There we go. Faction destroyed. Itza, good. We've got a potion of speed. And they did spot us and have moved out of range, but maybe we can... We go here, set up an ambush. Maybe, I think they've probably got some agents in there that are spotting us. We might have... I mean, if we assassinate them, we might be able to catch them, but it's a big if, really. Okay, Morathi, you've got a bunch of skill points, but seeing as you're not really going to be attacking anyone anytime soon, not much of a reason to do anything with that. We are so close to victory now. I think Malekith is literally... What have they got there? They've got Tree Kin. They've got Glade Riders. Wind Riders... Wild Riders, sorry. And Glade Guard. And a Way Watcher. I mean, that should be... I think Malekith can probably deal with that himself. Siege construction, yeah, sure. Does Bretonnia have like some upgrade that makes it harder to siege them? Because it really does feel like sieging some of these settlements is an absolute nightmare. It's like a thing? Siege holdout time +3 maybe? Not sure. We've got imminent rebellion. That's fine. We can just move Kakalkin back down here. There we go. It'll still rebel, but at least we can do something about it.
Tremble before the Witch King.
Hello, Carl. A peace treaty. No. No, Carl. You're going to get slowly torn apart by vampires and goblins and probably Skaven as well.
You may speak your words, but they will change nothing.
Unless you want a military alliance, in which case, yes. Surprising they haven't captured the dwarf settlements in the mountains there. I know they're a bit discerning about what they capture, but... Now, obviously, if I was going to continue to play this campaign, I would have to do something about the Wood Elves, because declaring war on the Wood Elves and dealing with their multiple armies that are spread out across the old world are two entirely different things. But just to go in and trash the Oak of Ages just for a laugh, I'm just... should be no problem. Oh, no, he did spot me. But maybe he's in range. Not that's going to be an issue really, because obviously now we're going to attack the Oak of Ages. Got an Organ Merchant, Battle Master, Architect, Engineer. They know that the war is almost over and they need to get more interesting, or not interesting, but different jobs.
Advancing.
Okay, let's get Deck and Car up here. And then we're going to attack the Oak of Ages. Yeah, they've only got the Empire's friends. Tough. I've got a lot more friends. I mean, let's give them the Sea Serpent Banner. Let's give the Herpes the Lichbone Pennant. So they've got a bunch of cavalry. That's a slight problem. They've got a lot of Treekin and a Tree Man, but it's definitely in our favour.
Merciless host. Attack.
Welcome to the Oak of Ages. This battle is really a formality. It shouldn't be too difficult. Although, face it, I always have a problem with Wood Elves. I don't know why. I just always have an issue with them. So they're already opening fire on us. They have just a massive... Look at the range on those things. It's just horrendous. And they've got a lot of missile cavalry, Glade riders with Hag Bane tips. Fortunately, crossbows going to be tearing them to pieces. To pieces. Getting charged by wild riders. These guys are pretty brutal. 54 melee attack, 60 melee defense, 69 weapon strength, armor piercing. Jesus, they're just brutal. But Blackguard, the elite of the elite. Then come Treekin as well. Those Treekin are just tanks. They're just horrendous tanks. Malekith is chasing down some of the Glade Guard, trying to drive them off, but they're actually pretty quick. Going to be able to catch up with them though. We do have reinforcements incoming. Got some unit of Dark Riders with shields. There's a big old fight going here. But the Blackguard excel against large units, and these Treekin are definitely large units. Plus they're flammable. And Hagreen is having a lovely time just throwing fireballs in their face. Some of our Dark Riders have caught up with their Wild Riders, but their Wild Riders, of course, very good against enemy cavalry, so that fight is not going to go well for the Dark Riders, but I don't particularly care, because they're only Dark Riders, and to be honest, they're sacrificial. Treekin have had enough. They're now being targeted by our crossbows. Dread Knights chasing down some Way Watchers, but they're also going to get caught by some Dark Riders coming in as reinforcements. Malekith is chasing down this Tree Man. Tree Man is, yeah, he's had enough. There's a routing Treekin being chased down by some Dread Knights. Although we took a fair amount of punishment, we've broken the Wood Elf defenders, which means we can now burn down the World Tree, as is tradition.
The Witch King is victorious.
Oh yes, he is. So we are totally just going to raise. Oh, that's a vast improvement, isn't it? Look at that. That looks much better. Good work. So I've completed the campaign. Just to finish it off, we will go over to Mousillon over here. We will then go and recruit a Black Ark. And there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.